sleepy-ish at this point?
Well, yeah. I mean, you said we had a full rest.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just go back then and go deal with the war camp.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, I will say that you guys start hauling just absolute butt ass. And as you guys
Butt ass.
travel about 6 hours back, a little bit shaken, a little bit out of breath. I mean, you had a good nap, you know, a little bit you had your adrenaline pumping, you just killed a fucking succubus, you know. You just came, it's all haze, man. It was that potato wine, you know, there was a lot of just bass going on.
Oh yeah.
You saw a wasteland of things. There's hardly any vegetation. It was just the homeland for you, motherland, you could say. And
Flats.
It was Chernobyl.
and as you come back, you notice this massive clearing in the woods. You see that there seems to be. Actually, go ahead and just whoever wants to check this out first, roll an investigation check for me.
He's got the
Anybody who
best
doesn't have a
investigation.
negative.
I can do it.
I have a +2, but
I do 2.
alright, Eli, you roll.
16.
Hey.
16.
Wait, that's plus the intelligence bonus, right?
Yeah, and
Are
then-
you proficient?
Yes.
Then you added
So
your
19.
proficiency bonus too.
19.
You
What's
see
your,
some
your
shit.
proficiency
Because it was
bonus? Plus
investigation.
No, plus 2. I have plus 3 for intelligence.
3.
Oh, yeah. So
Shit.
19.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 19. You look around and you kind of look at it and you don't really know what Tiny was, but you're like, oh yeah, he probably went through here. And you kind of look around and you see a bunch of trees that have just been just boom, boom, just plowed through. And you kind of look around and you notice there's this giant stump that kind of got kicked over, and you notice a lot of footfalls around it. And as you kind of walk up to it and look to it, you see just pretty sizable pool of blood. And you look at it and you see, you look down the trail and you see kind of more like a limping gait, as it seems that maybe Tiny might have stepped on something wrong here and then kind of made his way back.
Fucking cat.
Environmental flavor. Oh boy.
But that's what you notice.
Okay. So I think the big weird kind of friendly thing got hurt around this stump, and now he's going that way. 'Cause
Okay.
there's blood and he's walking weird.
Okay. Let's see why my cat meowed like that.
Yeah. Oh, he
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go see who was limping like that. I follow the blood trail.
Okay.
I don't wild shape, but I do get down on all fours and start sniffing it like a dog, and then just go, what am I doing? And just start walking.
Okay. So this is a very easy path to follow. So you guys, again, start going. You guys taking it quick, just kind of hauling ass until you get
Yeah.
the feeling you're back around in kind of the general vicinity, or
Hauling gas without exhausting ourselves. How's that?
Yeah.
okay. So I'll say for that.
I'm not taking any points of exhaustion. Fuck that noise.
No, so bad.
Say it was about 3 in the morning. You guys have already run for about 6 hours. So I'll say another 6 hours on. We'll say about 7, kind of taking your time and doing some light jogging, and kind of pulling up whenever you need to, and you guys get a little bit of the breath. About 3 in the afternoon, you followed this this trail, and you see the same kind of limping gait that happened this entire time. Trees knocked down. You see roll me a nature check because you're in bear form right now, right?
Nature boy.
Oh, you weren't. Okay, you were.
He was.
No,
living,
I told
though.
you. I pretend to
Okay, okay.
I get down on all fours like a dog would to sniff a trail, but
Okay.
without wild shaping.
Okay.
I just kind of go.
In that
What am I
case, investigation check for whoever wants to kind of see what's going on.
You're on investigation checks because you have the best stuff.
20.
Are you already proficient in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a 15. I got 20. It
Oh,
wasn't
okay,
that
okay.
20.
I was about to say.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's how we were building your proficiencies.
Yep.
Roll a weight.
All right, so you notice that there's a lot more footsteps here. It seems that the rest of the warband kind of followed up to a point and then kind of sent Tiny off on his own to kind of charge through and follow you guys. And it seems that this is kind of the point where they just kind of shored up and stopped and let him do his own thing. And you see a lot of footsteps where they seem to have been
Did he
standing
stub his toe on
around.
the stump?
And then they walked back all collectively together towards the camp. And I'd say
He's dumb.
you would know just kind of through reading the woods and seeing these same trees that you kind of passed through a couple times that you're about maybe 30 minutes out from the camp where you kind of remember it.
So, where's our camp with our horses?
It was relatively close to the war camp. It was about
Okay.
15 minutes down the road from
Okay.
it.
I want to
Um,
go there first, maybe.
Okay.
Just
Who's
follow
the
suit.
highest passive perception?
Passive perception.
12.
Mine's 13.
20.
Well,
20.
Passive?
Passive?
Wisdom, right? Isn't that?
No, perception.
It's
Your
passive,
passive-
wisdom.
Oh, 15, sorry.
Okay, I was
Can't-
about to, that's
I
still
can't
the
read.
best one, but
Yeah.
like 20. No,
I can't
whoa.
remember. How do you get passive? I forget.
I don't
I think
know.
it's just straight
It's
up.
10
plus
plus your
your-
wisdom modifier?
Yeah, that's what
okay.
it is.
Okay.
Mine's 13.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you notice, just like, you don't really know what it is, but you see something weird and kind of puffy and black kind of floating from, like, kind of in, like, a thatward way direction. And I'm just kind of looking through the sky, because this is kind of a clearing where everybody kind of congregated a little bit of stomping around, and you're just like, huh. That's a thing.
It's smoke cloud, isn't it?
The worst person to find a thing.
So there was this black puffy thing in the sky.
I
right
look.
there.
Is it smoke?
Yes.
Yeah.
What,
Now we
Okay.
got that mystery solved.
what smoke?
You'll
Have
see.
we covered what fire is?
What's fire?
Okay, well,
We'll get
you'll
there.
find out.
Okay.
Alright.
Hold on. I druid craft a small flame. This fire.
Oh, so
Big fire makes that.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Sylvis, roll me an intelligence check.
Is your character like very sheltered or something?
Oh
He was
yeah,
literally just
Okay.
born yesterday.
Yeah,
you were there.
I'm a BB.
You were there.
Okay.
You were there when we found him, or when he found us, or when whatever happened.
like,
What
actually-
was I rolling?
A day old.
Intelligence.
I figured you were like
Intelligence,
teleported somewhere.
that's a 10.
I didn't
Oh,
think
no.
you were actually just
10.
No,
created
no,
out of
I
the ether.
had to
Just
ask
switch
this
my
up to just
D10.
what a city
20
was.
something.
Okay.
Called me an
Can't
idiot
get a
for it.
firm like location on it, but you get the
You're gonna ask
feeling
about the
that
lack of
where the
ceiling
smoke
that-
is coming from,
We got outside the.
it's not exactly the same spot as where
There was that
the
one time
tree
that
the
I told you to
Melandru
keep
went up.
watch after somebody else.
Yeah.
and it was
You don't
just
know
like,
where
what do I
or
do?
what it is,
I'm
and
just like, if
kind of
somebody-
looking at it,
if
it seems
something
like it's
loud
starting to
happens,
figure
yeah,
out
yeah,
and
okay,
go
so-
towards
Be
more of
real
that like
loud.
wispy
She,
kind of thing.
she was snoring,
But it
and all of a
seems
sudden
that like
demons
something
all
may
over
have happened in
everybody.
between
Yeah.
They're demons.
when you were in this area versus
No, though she has.
a day's time. If that makes sense.
I can't help it.
So you guys have
Another
basically
moment
spent about
over my
24 hours
machine.
away from this location. Something seems to have happened
too
in a
dry.
location nearby during that period.
More fire. I don't know what. Let's just keep going.
Okay.
It's just a campfire.
It's too big for a campfire,
Oh,
and it
no.
was more recent. Or it was recent-ish, so...
Okay.
It wasn't Melandru's tree, but it was something.
So you guys
Investigate
kind of
So keep going.
make your way, and you're heading, trying to find your horses again.
That's what I was saying, but...
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
everyone cool
So-
with that?
Again, for the sake of brevity, I'll say you guys kind of like spend about an hour, so we'll say about 4 in the afternoon, and you kind of track down where the main road is that was going towards the northern wall outpost, and you kind of retrace your steps. And are you guys kind of still kind of being brazen about this, or are you?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Tromping along, you guys find like maybe, again, you're kind of thinking like 15-20 minutes out from the war camp, you find 2 of your horses
Oh.
posted up.
How many did I start with?
3.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, there goes our deposit.
I was gonna say, you mean your deposit? Can I do like a nature check or something to see if I can...
What are you looking for?
where the horse fucking went?
Um,
Where'd the missing one go?
roll a perception check for me.
Perception. Okay.
Your eyes see.
Okay, what is up with my rolls? Seriously.
Gotta bounce.
That's a 9 plus 2, 11.
11. Okay. It's kind of hard to tell, but you start looking around, and I mean, you see some kind of the footprints, and you see where the horse kind of walked up, and you guys kind of tied him up to like a little tree, and you see the other two are kind of like nickering, and they're like, we hungry, fam. Where the food at? And you notice like on the post where you kind of tied up these 3 horses, just kind of like a torn strap. Like one of the bridles that was on the horses was just snapping, kind of like a piece of it's laying on the ground next to them.
What kind of snap? Like a person cut it, or like the horse pulled it off? Like broke it?
To your best interpretation, it looks like it might have pulled it off.
So
We got a chance to find it. So good news there.
wait. Do I have? No, I don't. No, I don't.
And while Celdis is kind of looking at this, one of them kind of like walks up to you and like, you know, as far as the lead will let it, and it's kind of like nosing your hand. It's just like, food, please.
Food. Do I have anything that I could get?
You have a ration.
You guys bought some provisions for the horses.
Just provisions.
Yeah.
General.
Like just check the feed bags or something.
Oats. Lots and lots of oats. Oh boy.
Do you have oats left?
No, I don't have oats. I don't have lots and lots of oats.
Yeah, I do remember buying rations. I have 7 rations according to this, but I think that means meat rations. I don't remember what we bought.
Considering we didn't remember buying horses. Sorry.
It's been a little bit.